Hi everyone, this is Sandy Creative the Heart, and I am here to share a recap of the event I just did with Pink and Maine. So this was their first holiday event. I think it's their second virtual event because we did a foilables event, or I did a foilables event in the summer, which was great. I highly recommend their next event. It's going to be in April. I believe it's going to be a birthday theme. I'm going to talk a little bit about what was in the kit, and then the projects we made, and then all the leftover pieces somewhere in there. May not be in that order. So let's start with the kit. So in the kit, we got this Pink and Maine Joyful Holidays pattern papers. I have a ton of paper left. This is a 5.5 by 8.5. So each paper you can cut in half and make 2 cards with it. It has, let's see, 30 sheets in it, and we only used a couple of them. So I have this whole bunch of papers left to use. They are single-sided, and they're great. Let's see, I'll go into, they have like a little thing that tells you everything that was in it, but I'll just show you guys. The other thing that we got was foilables. We got a whole set of foilables. There's 8 pre-printed sheets, some backgrounds, as well as sentiments and the main images, and our dies cut all of those. We didn't use these in the class. However, I foiled them all, cut them all out. I have them ready to go, and I'll show you what those look like in just a second. We also got some enamel pieces. You can see I have a ton left. We got some emerald embossing powder, which we did use for a couple of classes, and I still, of course, embossing powder lasts forever. And then we also got some Pink and Maine sequins, because we did do a shaker. And then the main kit included, it's really a good kit because I think you could really use this for a lot of things, is a sentiment and dies. So here's the sentiments, and here are the dies. We also got an embossing folder. This is just a regular 2D or regular embossing folder, which is a really great, kind of staple one. We also got these banner dies, which I love. They're great. And then we got this stamp, which is amazing to color, but also we got the stencil that goes with it, as well as the dies. And so the stencils are here, and there's a stencil for each one of those main images. And I think both of them are amazing. So it was amazing to, I don't know why it's so out of focus. It's amazing to, take it off autofocus. It was amazing to color, and it was amazing to use a stencil. Like, both of them were great. So let me show you really quickly some of these things that I foiled. I forgot to cut that one out. Some of these are not foiled ones, but you can get an idea of what the foiling looked like. So like I said, I foiled them, all the different pieces that there was, all of the sentiments, the main images, and just a variety of different images here, a variety of different foils, that I had in my stash. So there's quite a few pieces. And so I am going to make, cards with these, as well as whatever's left. I'm going to do some tags. Now, I also got, I don't know where it is, the toner pieces that I did that were like backgrounds, and I don't know what happened to them, so that's kind of strange. They kind of disappeared off the face of the planet. But yeah, there are also some actual like full pieces here that I did use a toner on, and they're around here somewhere. Did want to show you guys, but they seem to have run off. But they're around here somewhere, and you'll see them in some cards, either cards, or I'm going to use them as tag type things. I can use them for tags. So just to give you an idea, I did color a bunch of extra images. So all these extra images are all colored already. I have a ton of different ones, and I also I'll look up. I also die cut the sentiments in just a plain black as well. So there's a ton of stuff here that I went ahead and just did a bunch of extras so that I have them for when I want to make some cards, which I'm going to be doing, and also when I want to make some tags. All the leftover pieces I just kind of run out of steam for making cards are going to go into making tags. So let's get into the cards. So there was 8 classes. We made 8 cards. Some of the cards I made pretty similar to how the instructor did it. Some of them I just kind of did my own thing a little bit, or I just kind of did a riff on it. So I'll let you know if I can tell if I have made any changes, but the instructors were great. The first card that we did is was a shaker card, and so they did give us the shaker. It's like the acetate pocket, I guess, kind of. It's got the, you just peel it and stick it, and you can create a pocket for your shaker bits. And so that was the first one we did, and we used the stencil for that. So that was kind of fun. The second card, and this was this was over 2 days. So Saturday we made 4 cards, and Sunday we made 4 cards. So here's the card that we made for Saturday, and I think we were supposed to alternate the words fa la la and joyful, but I just did like fa la la at the top and joyful at the bottom. And so basically you just did a tone on tone embossing, and I think we used Copics, or they used Olos for their class, because she, the owner, sells Olos in her shop. I use Copics. I am not looking to get into Olos for a lot of reasons. One is I am a huge investment in Copics, and second, I'm not a real huge fan of Olos. I'm sure if I used them a lot, maybe I would like them, but because I'm a Copic user, they're just not for me. But I just went ahead and substituted the colors with things I had. And then the third card is this one right here. I think we used Copics on this one as well, and I think that one came out really cute. And then the fourth card, maybe my favorite, I don't know, is this one right here. I think I really liked the coloring. They used Olos for this. I used Copics, but I really liked the dark color that they used for the corners to kind of give it the shadow. I really liked that a lot, and so I think that was really great. We used the banner dies, so that's a fun card. I'll probably recreate that one. And then Sunday, the first class was this one right here, and I just kind of did my own thing with this one a little bit. It's mainly the same. He used something, he made like a pocket for a gift card, but I just wanted to make a regular card, so I didn't do that part. This was that. And then the next card for the second day is this one, which I really liked this one a lot too. We used the stencil, but I really liked the soft coloring, and I liked the technique of masking and creating this sort of focal point in the middle. And once everything sort of dried and the colors kind of got soft, I think it looks really good. And I just used my own thing. They used Distress Oxide. I did not use that. And then here's this card right here, which the card looks very similar to the one that was made in class. They used a technique, the blackout technique with the embossing folder, but I didn't feel like doing that technique. So I just kind of did my own thing where it kind of looked very similar to the card that she made, but different. So, and I think I stenciled. She did both. The instructor did one ornament with stenciling and one with Copics, and then the last one I totally kind of did my own thing. It was similar but different. The instructor did use these light bulbs, but she ended up doing it all across the page and then using one of those banner dies to cut it out to almost like a tag, and then just did some sort of layering pieces. And I just wanted something that was more like a card, so I just kind of did my own thing. But it was a great classes, great instructors. The kit is amazing. Highly recommend. Hopefully the next kit will be just as amazing, because this one was very, very good, and I can see myself using it a lot. The images were really fun to color, and you know, they were simple in their own way, but you really could make them look really amazing with how you colored them. So it was great. I really, really enjoyed it, and I have all these extra pieces. I enjoyed getting that extra foilables set, so I feel like I've got all these extra pieces to make tags. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This is Sandy Craig with the Heart.